All right. So, I'm known for my no BS content, for putting out basically even when I screw up, just putting it out there. And now what I want to talk about is what I've been seeing here lately on YouTube. Basically, guys talking about 2024 and don't listen to the hype, don't listen to all the negativity out here and everything. And I hate to say it, if you're new into this, into trucking, or you're new, or you're trying to become an owner-operator or something, and you have a family, you have old debt right now, you have things that'll weigh on your business, besides what'll happen out here with your business. So when I mean business, I mean the truck, insurance, what could happen with the carrier you're leased onto, or lease purchase or whatnot. It doesn't matter, because I'll tell you honestly, if you're getting into trucking, 90% of whatever a company tells you, whether you're trying to bring you in as a driver, lease purchase, as in a legitimate lease on owner-operator, or let's say if you have your authority and you're trying to purchase a product or whatnot, they're going to lie to you. It's going to be lies. It's going to be manipulated somehow, one way or another. And a little bit of it, that is just business. But a lot of that has to do with the cutthroat mentality of this business, of this environment. Everyone keeps saying driver shortage. This shortage, truck shortage, yada, yada, yada. Look, the more trucks they can get out here, no matter what part of the sector you're in, involving in the trucking business, the more you're going to dilute the overall cost, not our cost, but the cost to warehouses, mega carriers, and whatnot. And it's just like flooding the market with money. Counterfeit money, uncounterfeit, just, the more that's out there, the worse it's going to be. And that's exactly what led up to this little disaster that we have going on right now. Everyone thought the money was going to continuously flow, and it was short-lived. It was short-lived. Too many people jumped on. Everyone wanted to get rich quick. Anyway, to get to the beginning of what I was saying about what I've been seeing about people saying, oh, don't be discouraged, jump on in here into 2024. Look at what I'm doing. I'm buying a car right now, or I'm buying iPhones for the kids, and whatever. Don't jump into the hype. Think about it. Become a realist. Think about what bills, the reason you want to become an owner-operator in the first place probably is you're thinking you're going to make 10 times as much as you're making as an as a company driver, lease purchase driver, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then think about the bills you have at home. Think about family and stuff, and, debt that you already have, personal debt, and then think about the business debt you're going to get into. And then think about how volatile the market is, whether it be in trucking or just the economy in general. And the election cycle. Don't forget the election cycle. This is a business. People keep treating trucking as gig work, as like you're just going out and signing up for Uber and you're just going to make money. Just, I hold the steering wheel, I make money. And it's not that. And I know if you watch my content before you watch other videos, you're going to see that, I'm barely hanging on, I'm failing. And that's my fault. I know what I was getting myself into. Like, I had a legitimate business. I had employees. I was making money. I could have probably not worked a few days and still been able to make a good amount of money. And I'm holding on to that hope that even though I'm putting myself into debt and, doing what I did, that I'll be back to that one day. Does it make me a failure? I know I would have some adverse thoughts about watching this channel. But like I said, when I did this, I'm not here to make $1 million on YouTube. Sure, I would like to make some good content And if I ended up turning into just Truckin' or something, or Tim Gentry, which, I got a long way I got to start buying some businesses and some property and shops and whatnot to get there. If I got to that, great. I'm glad I got to that. But I'm still not going to BS anybody. And you got channels now lining up. 2024, look ahead. Look at me buy this, buy that. Everyone at my company's still making $80K a year. Everyone this. And then and either during their spiel or whatnot, they either give out their driver code, their, recruiter's name, their phone number, or at the end of the video. I've never, no matter where I was at, ever preached about coming anywhere. At least not for financial gain. Maybe to help guys out. Unfortunately, hopefully, in the beginning here, I was preaching about, well, I wouldn't say preaching, but I said, hey, if you're hurting, come here. Come to where I am right now. And I regret that. Hell, I regret almost being here. But to be honest, there was no other choices, really. This was the best choice I had going at the time. What probably wasn't a good choice is this brand new truck you see behind me. Now, that's debatable. I through logic, I guess. Well, no, I didn't really throw logic at the wind, but I figured, hey, direct customer, Tyson, it's going to be here. It's going to be doing good the whole time. I assumed it would slow down a little bit around, Christmas and whatnot and through holidays. But it's slowed down before that. It's slowed down more than that. It's the economy. Economy's still playing on certain businesses, and even then, it could be your turn next. You're watching those videos and you go out there and do what those guys say, or you call up those recruiters and you hop on there. There's no guarantee. Why not look at it as a logical standpoint right now? You see companies failing. You see companies that have been around for a long time failing. What makes you think that you're better than them? What makes you think you got the capital? What makes you think you got the expertise? And when I mean expertise, I mean they have more than one person there, consulting. You have a CEO, you have a CFO, so on and so forth. And these companies are going out of business. So what makes you think you're going to come in here in one truck and by the end of the year, amass a huge fleet and make millions of dollars a week or a day or whatever you want to call it? Whatever kind of magical idea you have in your head. Now, mind you, I know the kind of people that are getting their CDLs now. And if you're coming from, I guess, a low-end retail job into this, yeah, you're going to get, even on the shittiest carrier, you're probably going to get a bump. You're going to get a bump unless they leave you sit out and dry. You're going to go from making $500-$600 a week to maybe making $1,000 a week, maybe making $1,200 a week. And overall, though, that's kind of crappy pay in trucking. I mean, it's better than where you might have came from. And that's up to you to decide. But then what people do, they go out and they start making lifestyle changes. They start basically self-inflation. They start living better, buying the things they couldn't buy before. They don't remember how it was to live paycheck to paycheck, and guess what? After a while, they're living paycheck to paycheck again, making twice as much. You don't see me have brand new cars. You don't see me have brand new ATVs and stuff. A lot of my stuff is just digging out from debt that I had for expanding my business. And it would have been paid off if COVID didn't show up. Woe is me. Let me cry. A lot of guys can, say that I cry a lot and bitch and moan. I don't know. How else am I supposed to get points across? By saying everything's going to be great, you're going to make millions of dollars? Can it happen? Can it happen? Yes. Sacrifice. Even in this market, if you sacrifice and you don't have debt at home, I suggest everybody watch Dave Ramsey. I know everybody has a bad, they don't like his Mojo Jojo or whatnot, or that he's Christian or right, whatever, I don't know, whatever you care. Just listen to it. Having no debt will set you free. It'll allow you to withstand times like this. And if you can get through times like this and get through good times without, you know, rolling the dice and hoping things are going to go great, because lately, guys, we don't have many years where the economy for some reason continuously grows in one way or the other. So if you decide to expand or buy new equipment and stuff and maybe get a little in over your head at the wrong moment, just miss that by a few months or whatnot, or maybe even a few weeks, you're digging out from a hole. You're digging out from a hole. So don't get delusions of grandeur right now. Don't. I would play it safe. Get a company job. This isn't trying to be like life sucks kind of video. Don't bother. Your dreams are never going to happen or whatnot. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're stressed out, where you're in over your head. Why do that? Why do that right now? Let's say you're playing blackjack and you already can look around and cards were already pulled and the other players are, 18, 16, they're right at blackjack. And you don't know your hand yet, or you got your hand and you have a crappy hand. Why are you going to push the chips in and say, hey, hit me? Yeah, sure you can. There's a possibility, and that's really what trucking is. There's sometimes, no matter how good you are and how much you plan, the unexpected is going to happen. I have no control of the economy. I had no control of when COVID happened. Just so happens I had things go wrong just as that happened. And they would have been nuisances. They would have cost me money. But I would have made it back. But I didn't have the time to wait 6-8 months when things started slowly coming back. At least, the customers and the work that I did. So that being said, yes, there probably is light at the end of the tunnel. We will eventually come out of this, hopefully. Unless you just think everything's, the economy's going to collapse. But as of right now, unless you're coming into this for a long-term investment outlook, it's not going to be a get-rich-quick scheme. I don't care what any of these people are saying, especially if they're giving you, like I said, come to my company, do this. All the people at my company are making this much. If you're a little bit of an older timer, and I mean been in this about 5 years, and you jumped from job to job or whatnot, you understand how much BS there is in trucking. I have nothing to gain. Nothing to gain to talk to you like this. If you want to subscribe to the channel, go ahead. If you want to send me super thanks or I don't know, whatever, go ahead. I don't care. I'm here to explain to you the real world. Don't get your hopes up. Yes, you can have dreams. Yes, you can invest in trucking. Yes, people do make money. Now, a lot of times what people start doing is they say, look at all those carriers in Chicago. Look at that. Look at that. There's a lot more going on than them just starting out as one little truck owner operator and getting to where they are. You can, if you have the right connections and you know how to cut corners and do things under the table, yes, you can have an advantage and you can be there too. You just got to be at the right place at the right time. Oh, and not get caught. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying be a realist right now. If you're hurting right now and it's causing stress on you, your family, I'm dealing with that right now. Make a decision what you want to do. Talk to your significant other. Don't throw your life away for a pipe dream. One that you have very little control of in this industry most of the time, because everyone is in your pocket. Everyone is in your pocket. And they can force their way into your pocket if they want to. Like I said, if you can come into this, very little debt, best way to do it. And save for the first couple years. Pile that money high. When things go wrong, you have that pile of money that you can throw at the problem. Sometimes that don't even work in trucking. Sometimes you're out in the middle of nowhere, and no matter how much money you throw at something, it's going to cost you significantly a lot more, or you're just going to get ripped off. It's just the way business is. It's the way this is. Are there some people that get into this and for some reason everything they touch turns to gold? Yes. They have connections. They know people. They're just in the right place in the right time. It's just the way life is. So, my outlook for 2024, yes, there'll be a bump. But the problem is, if we end up all getting on here, we tell everyone, look, rates are coming up a little bit. Fuel's down, rates are up a little bit. Things are getting good. Everybody needs to come out here and change their life. We'll be right back where we were again. That too. I continuously say it's too easy to get into this. It's too easy to get into this business. Like, I tried to open a brick and mortar business up, and trust me, you're not just going to go to somebody and lease purchase a brick and mortar business and, you know, work under somebody else's name for a while and be successful. It's just not going to happen. Here, you can get into trucking very easily. A couple $1,000, a couple good credit numbers. You know. You can also get yourself in debt real quick too. Like if I go and take my taxes from last year and go and try to buy, I don't know, a car, new house or something. Sure, I'll be able to get it. But I made like what, $300-400 in the past 2 weeks, technically after my cost. I could be buying new pickup trucks now and telling you guys everything's great. Heck, I could be giving out you, I mean, if we had a recruiter, I could be giving you my recruiter's number. Could be telling you, you know, I get $500, thank you very much. You know, I'll come out and have lunch with you and stuff. I could be doing all that stuff too. Some of it genuine? Maybe. You know, I guess you could say don't hate the hustle, hate the player. I don't know, whatever you want to say, but it is what it is. I'm trying not to make this like somber, like a sad thing. I just want people to know the truth, to don't get ahead of themselves. A lot of people just don't think the business mindset, get into this, and then when things do get bad, they end up doing what I'm doing, just grabbing at straws, hoping things get better. Especially once you did pretty good there for a while. I'm making bad mistakes. I know I'm doing it. I got hope, and you know what? Hope doesn't pay the bills. You know, luck doesn't pay the bills either. Luck is just luck. It can change any minute. So, anywho, that's all I have to say. You know, Merry Christmas, everyone. I sure hope that you're getting home somehow, that your stress levels are going to go down, and you enjoy the rest of this year. And just hope. That word again, hope. Okay, prepare for the worst. Hope for the best. Hope the best just comes, or hope it somehow steadies out. And yeah, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Jackknife out.